Shabbat Shalom, everybody. We are preparing for Shabbat, and tonight's story is called Ki Tisa. And you may remember this story. It's all about the golden calf. And without getting too much into the details of the story, I want to talk about the message that lies within the story and how we can apply it tonight and in the week ahead. So, a couple things. First of all, this is the biggest story when we're discussing false idols, worship of false idols. Now, Moses goes to Mount Sinai and he says, I'll be back. And when he's not back, when he says he will be, everybody starts to have doubts. So right away, there's a lesson there. You know, when times are hard, when things are uncertain, do we begin to doubt the Creator? Do we lose our faith? Do we start to freak out when we don't seem to have control over something? The answer is yes, we all do it. We're human. It's how we learn. It's how we grow. And so the Israelites start to freak out because Moses is not back when he says he will be from his meeting with Creator on Mount Sinai. And so they go to his brother Aaron and they say, we want to build this idol. We want to have something that's certain, that's always here, so that we don't have to rely on Moses. And here's another message. They're forgetting that everything's within. Everything's inside. And so right away, they start to create this distraction to fill a hole because Moses is not here. So now we got to make this golden calf, which is showing that all along they were not really tapping in to that wisdom. They were not really establishing their own connection with the Creator, but they were going through Moses, and that was creating resentment and uncertainty, disconnection. So they create this golden calf. And then what happens is God is angry. He says, I'm going to smite all the people. Moses says, whoa, whoa, whoa. Remember your original promise. You just can't do this. And God says, all right, all right, all right. And then they receive a punishment, but eventually the connection with the Creator is reestablished when the golden calf is done with. And so there's another lesson there. When we need to reestablish that connection to the divine, all we need to do is get rid of the distractions. Get rid of the false idols. Get rid of it all. Because when you get rid of all things temporary, all that's left is the light. And this is reflected in the tarot. Torah. You know, it's one of my favorite subjects to discuss. In the tarot cards 16 to 17, you have the tower and the star. And that part of the sequence tells the story when all that's not real falls away. The tower is about whatever is not sustainable just crumbling to the ground. The ego and anything born of that crumbling to the ground. And when that falls, you move from 16 to 17, the star, the light within. When all that's not real falls away, the only thing that ever was real shines forth. It's the light, it's indestructible. So that, to me, was the most powerful message I received from the story this year, story of the golden calf. And again, there are always more messages. There's always deeper to go. And that's why we return to these stories every year. But I want to invite you to focus on this most simple lesson that comes with this story tonight and in the days ahead. Ask your family members, ask your friends while you have these beautiful Shabbos conversations, these beautiful, meaningful dialogues. Ask, what is something that has been a distraction to you? What's something that has been disconnecting you from Creator, from Source, from the beauty and spirit of life? What's something that you know you need to stop giving your energy to? That's the golden calf. That's the golden calf. So a big thing that comes with this topic is forgiveness. Self-forgiveness, because that's really all there is. There's only one self here, now, forever. Self-forgiveness. We have to forgive ourselves when we become distracted, when we do something so shameful. And it is said that we still suffer the effects of the golden calf, that we still suffer with guilt and shame. Because it's one of the most embarrassing stories for the Israelites, that they did this, that they felt the need to create this false idol and dance around it and worship it, just being distracted from the true God all around and within. So how can you forgive yourself for these distractions that you are now realizing are distractions in your life? How can you recognize but also forgive yourself and others around you for being involved in the distractions they're involved in? And don't begin to, get lost in a spiral of judgment. Oh, well, he's doing this distraction. She's doing that distraction. It's keeping us disconnected. It's keeping them disconnected from God. Whatever. We have enough distractions of our own to make peace with, to let go of, to surrender, to make right, to reconcile. So if you find yourself beginning to judge someone else for what their distractions are, remind yourself, you don't know. You don't know. You couldn't begin to know. And I don't even want to say forgive them, because there's nothing to forgive. Forgive yourself for judging. So what is it this week that you can identify has been distracting you? How can you talk about it, bring it to the light, make light of it, forgive yourself and let it go? And what's something you can do instead to establish a deeper connection to the divine? Maybe it's more meditation. Maybe it's just reconnecting with your breath. Maybe it's letting go of a certain hobby or addiction that is keeping you from being in your highest light. I'm looking at your comments now. So, good question. The golden calf was made of gold from, when this is what the Torah says anyway, the golden calf was made from the golds of the people's earrings, specifically. So Aaron didn't really want to build this false idol. He was trying to buy time for his brother to get back, but the people were begging him, you got to make us this idol. And so he asked for the women to give all of their gold earrings, thinking they're never going to do it. Oh, but they did. They did. And not only did the women, everyone began to give all of their precious gold that they brought all the way from Egypt. They gave all of it, all the gold, to make this calf. That's how much they wanted this distraction. That's how badly they wanted this thing, thinking that this thing was going to be more valuable than the light within. That's how disconnected they were. They came so far. Remember the splitting of the sea. They performed miracles. God performed miracles. What about the plagues that brought them out of Egypt? And still they chose to go back to the old ways and to worship this false idol in a very big way. And they were punished for it. But they did reestablish their connection to God. And that's another thing while we're on the topic. What is the punishment these days for creating a distraction, disconnecting from the divine? It's the same as it was then. It doesn't matter what the exact punishment looked like, what the material circumstances of that situation were. What matters is the truth of karma, cause and effect. You become distracted, you separate yourself from these higher forces, and you suffer one way or another. There are effects from that. Could be something emotional like depression, anxiety. And I want to say could be, but no, it is. Because the thing is, as in one dimension, so in all. So you actually suffer in all dimensions when you disconnect yourself from the Creator. When you distract yourself with a poor habit, whether it's worshiping a false idol or doing hard drugs. Either way, whatever the distraction is, it's pushing you away from the Creator. It's disconnecting you from these higher energies, from your higher self. And you suffer emotionally, mentally, physically, and spiritually. Because as in one dimension, so in all. So that's the punishment that we get. It's not something to be afraid of, like, oh, God is a terrible, evil God who's going to punish us. We do it to ourselves. It's the gift of free will. It's about choice and choosing the path of blessing or curse each moment. So, of course, if you disconnect from those higher forces, which you are one with, You're disconnecting from your highest light. You're disconnecting from truth, from light, from love. And you're going to feel the opposite. As you move farther away, you're going to feel more darkness, more cold, more suffering, more pain. And no one's doing that to us but ourselves. There's only one here. So it's not something to be afraid of, but it's something to really look at and to strive to not have these distractions in our lives. Less is more. You know, how many altars do you have in your home? And how intentional are you with each of them? How much time do you spend at each one? And really, what's on them? Can they be more simple? You know, what are you worshiping without even realizing you're worshiping? Some people worship clothing. Some people worship their yoga teacher. Some people worship their hobby more than they spend time worshiping the Most High, the Almighty One. And you don't need anything to worship that one who is within. So what are the distractions in your life? This is the way to invoke meaningful conversation tonight with your family, with your friends, and in the days ahead. I wish you a meaningful Shabbat. I love you guys. I hope you enjoyed the message from Ki Tisa, Golden Calf. I encourage you to do your studies. There's so much information out there, especially on the Golden Calf, and really interesting perspectives, not just from the Jewish perspective, but from many different cultures. This story is examined by many different cultures. It's a very popular story. So please do a little research and share with us in the private group on Facebook, Shabbat Crew. Share with us what you learn about the story. What is your favorite insight? What is something that's really touching your heart this Shabbat? Shabbat Shalom, you guys.